Yo, what up? Hey, yo. Just want to come on and give you guys a little update of my last day. Bladderstone, bladderstone problems, bro. Old school Dave, what up? Oh, yeah. Heartbeats. Bladderstone hit hard yesterday, guys. Extra Tripio, what up? Thanks, White Tupac. You got kidney stones? Shit. All right. By the way, guys, Extra Tripio, he's I think maybe somebody else too. I don't know. They're remixing Mangoes, by the way. So get ready for that. I sent them the stems yesterday for the track, so they can do whatever the fuck they want with it. We'll share it. All right. Well, we got 8 viewers now. Okay, that's enough. We'll I'll explain the story. So for those who don't know, I don't know, like 3 weeks ago, a month ago, I got diagnosed with a bladder stone. I thought that it was another kidney stone. For those who have watched the MC Frosty show, you'll know that I've battled kidney stones at least once throughout the show, but I've had like 2 more besides that. So what's been going on? So about a month ago, I just recently moved to St. John, so I decided to go get this checked out. And they had me have a blood test, an urine test, and an X-ray. And they determined that there was a 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter bladder stone inside my bladder, causing the symptoms that I was getting. And so they put me on some like Toradol and Tamilocin, which is Flomax. That's a large stone. That's like too big to pass, by the way, 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. Nice. Extra Tripio. Awesome. So then, I've been taking Toradol and Tamilocin, and they booked me for a CT scan for next month, mid next month. So anyway, yesterday, Heartbeats and I go for a little walk downtown. We're having a couple drinks and stuff, just walking around, and then what's been going on? Like the past few days, I've been having to like pee more frequently, and it's like I don't know what the fuck. But anyway, yesterday, we go and have a couple drinks. Eddie M, what up? On the streets, and I had to take a piss. And then what happened was right when I started pissing. Now, like you gotta understand that, like all day, like normally when I have like pain and stuff, like I'll take a Toradol, I'll like chill out, I'll put a hot water bottle on and just like chill out. Goes away eventually. Yesterday, it just wasn't going. The pain, the feeling. It's not like it's like it's weird. It's just very weird, but what I've been thinking is that this stone has been trying to pass the last couple weeks, which is probably a sign of this like Tamilocin, this Flomax working or whatever. Death Community Vintage. What up? Thank you. So yesterday, right when I start pissing, okay, my right side, like lower back, sharp pain as soon as I'm pissing. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, it's like buckling my knee while I'm pissing. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm doing this outside. And I'm like, okay. And then it like continuously felt like I needed to pee. But when I had to pee, there's barely anything coming out. But when there was something coming out, sharp pain. Like it's like my kidney. So like this is a new sensation, a new pain that I was getting. I'm like, so I waited, we head home. And just wait a couple hours to see if it'll go away. It doesn't go away. So I'm like, this is it. I gotta go to the hospital now. So we went to the hospital. I don't know. Got there around like 8 o'clock. Big Gucci Soldier Mike. It's called AIDS. Just bear down and push it out. I've been trying, man. I've just been like, when I gotta pee, I've just been like relaxing and like trying to push it out, but it's not happening. So go to the hospital, go to the emergency room. First time doing this in this province, so it was nice to get to experience the healthcare here. It was pretty good. Fucking emergency room was like fairly full. It was like almost completely full, like no seats. A few seats, but it was like almost full. Anyway, so I tell I register and I tell them the whole story. They hook a intravenous up to me just in case they gotta give me painkillers. Just like the needle thing there, they put that in there, and then they fucking leave the thing hanging off, and they like, just in case we gotta give you painkillers. So then what's happening is I'm like what do I stay hydrated? So I'm actually like drinking like minimal amounts of water and just waiting. They said it was gonna be like a 2 to 6 hour wait or something like that. So just waiting, and then I have to go to pee, and it hurts like a motherfucker. And I'm like, what the fuck, And then what happens is I start puking. After about an hour of being there, I start fucking puking. Like I just grabbed the garbage and started fucking projectile throwing up into the fucking garbage can. And then I'm able to make it to the bathroom after and puke in the fucking bathroom. But it's just like constant feeling like I have to pee. And then when I do pee, barely anything coming out. And when there is something coming out, sharp pain or something. It's like somebody's like punching me in the kidney, or like pressing down on my kidney or something. So I'm like, okay, there must be some kind of blockage going on. I must be trying to pass, and there's some kind of blockage. I don't know what the fuck. So I tell the nurse, and she hooks me up with some Gravol. She gives me like intravenous Gravol, and I get knocked the fuck out. I'm like that just puts me right out. Like it takes about 28 minutes, half an hour, and I was like sleeping. Discount Donut, what up? So then they get me. So what? I don't know. It was pretty late. I'm gonna say like after midnight, 2 o'clock, between midnight and 2 o'clock, they finally get me into a room. What? 2:45. Okay, 2:45 a.m. So we went in there like 8. We checked in around 8:20, I think, and at 2:45, they got me into a room. And they just basically had me lay there. They came and asked me if like here's the thing. I wasn't in crazy pain. I wasn't in crazy pain just as like just chilling. It's just there was like asked me to put it on a scale from 1 to 10. There's like a level 5 pain going on constantly in my mid region. Like not like. Well, my dick was feeling very weird as well. But like I'm just saying, like just down there, just pressure, just whatever. But then when I got to piss, the kidney pain or whatever, that's like an 8. That's like an 8. So like, but whatever. Joe Shipley, what up? Any blood? It wasn't like, not like supremely visible blood, but I've been dealing with kidney stones and shit. So I can tell like if at the end of my piss, I think it's called hematuria, by the way. But at the end of my piss, you can sometimes see a little bit of drops. So yeah, a little bit. So anyway, they're like, okay. So the nurse is like, I didn't ask for any painkillers or anything. Like, it wasn't a matter of that. It was like, get this fucking thing out of me. You know what I mean? Like, let's do this now. Like, let's go. So I was super nice. Oh, here's a new experience. Just before I get into it, here's a new experience. So it was a Friday night in the emergency room in this, fairly big city. And there was like this homeless woman who was like begging in the waiting room. Like she was asking people for a toonie. Oh, do you have 50 cents? And then like security guards would come over and they're like, okay, well, I'll give you some crackers and a fucking apple juice or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, but you got a promise to stop asking people things. And then like she was like insane or something. I don't know, whatever. But I went out for a cigarette at one point, and she definitely saw me out there. And then like after I took the Gravol, I think, and I'm all like passing out and shit. Like she comes in this little room that we're waiting in. There's me, Heartbeats, and this other woman in there, and I'm not even like I'm awake in my head, but I'm like very tired and just like my eyes are closed. But I hear her asking them for cigarettes, and I'm like, if you fucking ask me for a cigarette right fucking now, like if you like, they both said no, and then if she like taps me or wakes me, I'm gonna fucking like, I'm gonna at least let her know it's extremely rude to be asking people for fucking, especially after the security guard. So I was gonna snitch her out. Like I was ready. I was not in a good mood. Super educational. No, it's not gone. So we get there in like 2:45, and I'm basically just like still just dopey from the Gravol. I'm just like laying down now instead of having to like sit in a fucking chair and like stretch out on other chairs in the waiting room. Like I was just finally laying down. They were offering painkillers and stuff, but eventually I just fell asleep, and then I guess around 6 a.m, a doctor woke me up, a dude, and he was like, okay, we're going to just do an ultrasound. So he had one of those little handheld ultrasounds. So I told him everything. And he's like, well, how'd you know you had a bladder stone? I'm like, well, we had an X-ray. He's like, oh, well, sometimes the X-rays are, they're hard to tell with a bladder stone. It could be something else. So let me just take a look with the ultrasound. So he takes one of those little ultrasounds, like I'm fucking pregnant, and he puts it around. And he's like, oh, that's quite a large amount of dilation going on in your kidney. So now I'm like, oh, okay, there's reflux going on. There's probably like fluid coming out of the bladder going back into the kidney, and while I'm trying to pee, and that's what's causing it. There must be some kind of blockage going on. And then he does the front of my stomach to find the bladder stone, and he's like, whoa, you got a big one in there, dude. He's like, he actually swore. He's like, there's no fucking way you're passing that. Or he said, you're not passing that, fucker, or something like that. He's like, pardon my French. I'm like, yeah. So he's like, okay, well, we're going to send you for a CT scan, and we'll decide, because there's no way you're passing this. He's like, if I let you go, then you're going to be back. Snickerdoodle, what up? Zero Fu Manchu. Yeah, bladder stone. So I go back, I nap. Heartbeats is there with me the whole time, and then they take me for a CT scan. So I was supposed to have a CT scan in like mid-April, and then now they just did a CT scan on me. So took them about another hour, maybe half an hour to get the results on that. And they come and tell me it's 15 millimeters. At first, from the X-ray, the clinic doctor said it was 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. This fucking CT scan gave a closer reading. It's actually 15 millimeters by 9 millimeters is the dimension they gave me. So there's basically like a bullet in me. You know what I'm saying? Like 3 of them attached to each other. Basically, I don't know what the width of a fucking 9 millimeter is, but that's so. 15 millimeters by 9 millimeters. So it turns out there's no urologist at this hospital. So the doctor's like, okay, I'm gonna go call a urologist, and we're gonna. He's like, I'm not calling one in right now. I'm not calling in. Oh yeah, that's right. The CT scan opened at 7:30, so that's why I had to wait for it. He's like, I'm not calling in a technician now. You can just wait. But I was like, okay. That was after the ultrasound. But then so after he got the CT scan, he's like, I'm calling the urologist, and we'll see what to do. So he comes back, or actually I think it was a different doctor came in and gave me the results. That guy probably ended his shift. Crystal Marie, what up? So what ended up happening is they booked me for a urologist on Wednesday at a different hospital, because they don't have a urologist there. And yeah, I gotta go. So I got an appointment on Wednesday. So but I'm just, the whole point of this is that it was a very rough evening on me. I'm not feeling so good. I went for a bike ride the other day, and I was like, when I got there, I had to pee. And I think even on the last stream, I like, didn't I stop and have to pee somewhere or something too? Like, it's just, but whatever. It's so uncomfortable, like having pain, like not even like dick pain, but like kidney pain while you're pissing. Like, that's not good. And like, here's another bad sign. The emergency room that they put me in, there's literally people dying in it. The guy next to me had like dementia. He had like dementia and some kind of heart disease, like cardiovascular shit, and gangrene on his foot. And like, I heard the doctor giving him his review, and he was so funny. He's like, "You're dying, basically." The guys, I was not. But the point is, why are you keeping me in the room with these guys who are dying? You know what I'm saying? MZ, what up? Like, that's not good for me. Like, I'm like, I just put it. I don't know. If it clogs, I would die. You're right. That's what I was scared of. Zero Fu Manchu is that I don't know. Like, you could have kidney failure. You could have some kind of failure of the internal organs somewhere in that shit. And that could theoretically kill you. You could get sepsis. You could get all this fucking shit. All right. Like, yeah. So when I start feeling a new pain that I'd never felt before, and it's like while I'm pissing, and I'm not even pissing a lot, I'm like, is this blocked right now? Is my kidney fucking gonna explode or something? Like that's what I was. So I'm like, I gotta go to the hospital. And I'm glad I did. But they didn't do anything. I wasn't going to be like, yo, give me some more painkillers, bud. Give me some fucking opiates now. Like what they have me on right now is Toradol, and it's fine. It's fine. But when the painkillers stop working, it's like no. So all they told me if between now and Wednesday I have a fever. That was one thing. I wasn't getting a fever. I was getting like a really intense like while I'm hurting, but like. And maybe chills after, but on the reggie, I wasn't holding a fucking what's up? I wasn't holding a fever. But they said if you get a fever, go directly to the hospital. So basically, what I did yesterday is I just sped up the process. Oh! Another thing they told me. They said it's been a while. They said it appears that this bladder stone has been in there for a while. So now I'm thinking back, like, how long have I had this thing? How long have I had this before Heartbeats and I hooked up? Because I was feeling shit back then, and I did go and get an STD test, which obviously came back negative. But I was like, it's something that you do before you hook up with somebody, in general, is what you do, right? But you fucking, I was also having some symptoms, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, I better go get this checked to make sure before I hook up with anybody. So, but that came back negative, and turbo STDs, no. Kidney failure problems. Yeah. That's what I thought was happening yesterday. I was like, this has never happened. And I've never had a bladder stone. I've had kidney stones, but like that was worse than kidney stone pain, like than renal colic. Like it was like acute renal colic is what I would call that, specifically while urinating. Oh, anyway, I didn't even give me a pillow on my fucking bed, but whatever. It was just a rough night, guys. So, like, I apologize. I haven't been streaming as much lately. Like, it's been building up to that. I can tell, just in retrospect. But lucky no stroke. Yeah, my blood pressure seems normal.
Can you play the lime in the coconut song?
The lime in the coconut.
Yeah. I really like that song.
Yeah. It was whatever. This is what I get. This is what I get for leaving it for so long, right? Because I've been having weird. From time to time I would have, but I always I would have like pain, like let's just say bladder related pain or whatever. I would think, whatever. So I always thought it was something to do with the kidney stones that I had before. So up until they told me it was a fucking bladder stone, like 4 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago or whatever, I thought it was a kidney stone that was causing all this. I was like, oh, I got another one because some of the symptoms are very, very similar. And I'm like, I've been getting about every 2 years, Mr. Black. What up? Yeah. So, yeah. So anyway, hopefully, I think going to the hospital yesterday like sped up the process. You know what I mean? But the doctor said there's no fucking way I'm passing it. So do I keep taking this fucking Flomax? Because I've been on this Flomax for like 3 weeks or whatever, or 4 weeks, and I'm like, that's Tamulocin, and I'm like, whoa, it must be working. It must be working. It must be like getting the stone ready to pass. But like, do you give somebody with that big of a stone fucking something that's going to make it try and pass? Like when it's impossible to pass? Like, I know I got a big urethra there, guys, but I guess it's not that big, okay? It's not 15 millimeters big, okay? But I do pride myself on my large urethra, okay? Because, like, you know what I'm saying? SoCal, what up? You can get an idea if you watch my dick pics video of the size of my urethra, okay? And it's only because they've been up my cock hole so many fucking times already with the fucking kidney stone surgeries, okay? And putting a stent in each time. My cock hole's been stretched out fucking at least 4 millimeters, guys, okay? At least. And they're gonna go up there again, man. This is what's gonna happen. The doctor's gonna like set a surgery date for me. That's what the next step is. That's what the next step is. I have a meeting with urologist. He's gonna review his. I'll see if I can get a copy. I'll see if I can get a copy of my bladder stone CT scan. Maybe we can take a look at it. They gave me one last time, so. Get my graphics card? No, it's actually my my GoPro. It could be the graphics card, but I think it's the HDMI. I'm using a mini HDMI port on my GoPro with the media mod. That's what I'm using, and I'm going into an external video card for this. But it's just, oh shit, it's just when the wire gets loose there. Oh, I fucked it up. Damn you. The wire moved. Okay, give me a sec, guys. Sorry. So I'm on like chill mode, just so you guys know. I'm on very chill mode right now. Give me a sec here. Come on, man. What? I really gotta do this fucking shit, man. What the fuck? Doctor. So yeah, I might chill and just do some like Tetris streaming later. I broke it. Nah, this happens once in a while. Fucking whatever. Shit happens, man. What the fuck, man? Doctor. Okay, so it's working here. So weird. So weird. Why does it do that? There we go. Dude. This is a Streamlabs issue. All right. We're back. There we go. So, can I get that even better? Oh, I can get that even better. Boom. Ha! There. A little more high def for you. Might as well, eh? So that was my day, guys. I spent it at the hospital. This journey is not over. To tell you the truth, I'm a little bit afraid to piss right now. I'm like whatever. Yitsy. I was just messing around with my camera here to get it back. I wasn't really paying attention to chat. Okay. And the first thing that I read from you, okay, because I didn't see your first comment, was you accusing me of being anti-Semitic. So automatically I assume you're some kind of troll, or you're just very sensitive. More likely you're a troll. Why would you bring anti-Semitism into this fucking show, bro? I think you're anti-Semitic. All right. Get myself some catheters. Oh, they're gonna be they're gonna be having lots of fun up there. They're gonna be having lots of fun up there. Whatever. I was ready to go last night. Like, that's what I was hoping. I was like, okay, maybe we let it go long enough that they're gonna actually just fix her up right now. But it wasn't the right hospital. It wasn't the right hospital. I thought it was, I guess, I don't know if that's the main hospital or not, but whatever. I assumed they'd have a urologist.
Not the main hospital.
It's not the main hospital?
No.
Shit. I went to a little. The care there was pretty good. Catheter cast. You got a perfect song for the haters. Gotta love the haters. Snickerdoodle. Oh yeah, Snickerdoodle. Were you actually botting me? You said that you were botting me on those vertical streams. Some of the stats indicate that it could have been botted, and so I actually believe you if you were mind games. I don't know, man. CBD, what up? Yeah, I was just giving an update, guys. I just had like hospital trip number 1 with this stone, and all they said is if you have a fever to go in. So like, I guess I just got to deal with it. If I get a sharp Any sharp stabbing fucking, I wouldn't say it's a stabbing. I don't know. I've never been stabbed, so I don't know what it's like. But it's definitely like punching. It's definitely like punching. I've been punching my kidneys before, and it's like punching. Pain. But my first urination of the day this morning. So now I'm like, I'm trying to just hold it in as long as I can, even though it feels a little weird there. Like whatever, that pain is not as bad as the fucking like that shit. I puked because of the pain, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I puked because of the pain. That's not like a good satisfying puke, okay? You know what I mean? That like, you know, if you're like fucking Truman or whatever and you gotta puke, usually that puke gets you a little higher and that's like, yeah, all right. Or like, you know, when you're drinking and you're like generally, unless you're super shit faced, you feel better after you puke. This wasn't that. This was like, ugh. So that makes me think that there's reflux. That's what I thought. I don't know. I can't tell. And the doctors made some other comments. So they said that it's like bouncing around inside me. They said it's bouncing around inside me.
You're gonna die.
And they also said they think it's been there for a while. The urologist, that was the word from the urologist, is that they believe it's been there for a while. So what? How long? This is what happens. So the question is, guys, when you first get symptoms of something, okay, do you go and get it dealt with right away? I should do this as a poll. Do you go and deal with it right away? Or do you let it get to the point where you require immediate? But they fix it. I don't know. Maybe if I would have took this Flomax in the beginning, that I would have pissed it out or something. Maybe I just have to be a little more sensible or thoughtful. How am I feeling today? Like when I woke up, I really wasn't feeling anything, and I was so relieved when I could piss. And right now, it's like steadily getting worse. I think. I don't know. I'm just gonna chill the fuck out. Stabbing pain means it hurts in one spot and it hurts fast. So I guess if that's the way acute. It's like exactly when I'm pissing, and so I feel like I wasn't able to hold my urine in because it was like so. And that's why I was pissing so little. I don't know, man. I don't know. My first bladder stone. And like, what's worse? Like acute renal colic as I'm getting like that like a stabbing renal colic that's like more intense than like a slightly less pain but over a longer period of time. What's worse? Because the kidney stones, it was like a slightly less pain for like 8 hours by the end of it, and this is like 2 areas of like discomfort at least. I don't know, man. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I've been through this shit a few times with kidney stones, and this was new, and I'm like, I gotta go. Because it probably can get worse. It's really about getting the right time to go to the hospital here in Canada. Right? Like I would assume if I paid like in the States you pay for your medical care or something, right? Or it's not free medical care like in Canada, although it's not technically free. It's included. I don't know, whatever. But like a common belief is that the Canadian system isn't as good because you wait longer for your health care generally. They really go by on like the urgency of things. And that's what I'm saying. I like to get things, if I'm going to the hospital, I like to get things done like fucking, let's go. Like I said, I was ready. I was ready to go under last night and fucking them go up my dick, my cockhole and zap a fucking stone. I was prepared for that mentally yesterday, you know? Like, I don't know if any of you guys have actually been through kidney stones or like this type of shit, but they perform intrusive fucking procedures on you, okay? Like basically violate you, okay, to fix the problem, okay? Like not just cutting you open and doing shit, entering your genitalia. You know what I mean? Like that's a little, to me, that's a different level than like making an incision and going in and fucking fixing a intestine or something. I don't know, or brain surgery or whatever. You know, you're cutting through your head, you just stitch it up after, whatever. But the entering something that's supposed to be exit only. You know what I mean? Like, so I'll be put under for like the fucking. I've been put under a bunch now. Whatever. That's my life, guys. That's the update of my life. I will say as well that it's good that I don't have a job right now. You know what I mean? Because this would look really bad if I just got hired and I was going through all this shit like a little bitch. You know what I mean? Like, oh, it hurts my piss, or oh, okay, I gotta piss. Like, why are you taking so many trips to the fucking bathroom, cokehead? That, like, you know what I mean? That's the first thing that'd be going on. Like, oh, I've got a bladder stone. You know what I mean? And now they're like, oh, you're taking days off there, fucking degenerate? Sure you are. You know what I mean? So it's like, this would look horrible if I had a job right now and I was going through this. Right during the probationary period, you get canned. I'm like, oh, you know, I'm trying to take some like weekend shifts or whatever, you know, who knows? Just saying. Yeah, I'll be fine. I trust them. I'm saying my mental game is fucking strong, all right? It's not like, whoa, what are they going to do to me? It's like, please do it to me and get it out of me now. You know what I mean? I had enough of this. It could be years that I've been dealing with this thing, guys, and I just didn't know. So maybe you should deal with it sooner than later. What's that syndrome? Is there a syndrome where you start like liking what the abuser's doing to you or something like that? Because that's what I just basically said. It's like I'm like complaining about them going up my dick hole, but now I'm like looking forward to them going up my dick hole so they can fucking fix this shit. You know what I mean? Like, just please go up my dick hole. Please fucking take your lasers and all your technology and your science and enter me, okay? And get rid of this, okay? Please. Rate me with your medical care. I want what?
You want some coffee?
Sure. Stockholm syndrome? Yeah. I'm like They didn't ask me about a vaccine though. They didn't ask me if I was vaccinated. Wait. They asked me if I had the flu vaccine. I know. Flu vaccine. Yeah. CBD, didn't I say hi? I thought I said hi. Oh man, sorry. Gonna have 2 pee streams when I don't Starburst up and sitting down. I tried to take a shit last night and it was like just a little turd too. Like it was just like, ugh, like something's wrong, man. And then I started projectile vomiting. Like, I don't even know how I had that much shit in me. So again, that makes me think that something was being blocked. is that I wasn't able to fucking pass through or something. I was puking it up, or maybe not. I was a little, I don't know. Anyway. I don't wish this pain. I don't wish this pain. None of my kidney stones that I know of have gotten to the bladder. So, and that's another thing I'm unclear of. Did this stone originally start in my kidney and then get passed through and then into the fucking bladder and is just chilling there? Did I recently pass a 1.5 centimeter stone from my kidney? Maybe it was a kidney stone for like a year. I don't know. It fucks with me that they told me, because what is it? They're so vague in their fucking, like, they're like, it could have been in there. It seems it's been in there for a while. That's what he said. Like, what do they do? Did the CT scan give them like a fucking, like, it must have given them a density reading on it aside from the shape. It must. Like, that thing's been in there for a while. Holy fuck. He can go a few more days there. Don't worry about him. 5 more days. CS? Yeah, he can do that. I got ice fishing this weekend, but I'm not fucking going in there. It's Saturday, dude. He can handle it. Just tell him if he gets a little hot there. Come on in. We'll take care of him. That thing's been in him since birth. Drink castor oil. Blue knot. Oh, I was just been highly elaborating on my last day, my experiences this week, basically as an apology to you guys for not streaming as much this week. You know what I mean? Like, what did I do? One bike stream or something? You know what I mean? I've been slacking. I didn't even get any Tetris streams in. Dude, I've just been like laying down and shit like that. I tried to go with Heartbeats yesterday just a little walk and a couple beers, and then my body just fucking starts giving me all the wrong signals. All the right signals to get this kidney stone or bladder stone dealt with, but all the wrong signals in terms of like enjoyment of my time that day. You know what I mean? Like, it was not an enjoyable. Now, you know, like what would have made it enjoyable is if they fucking shot me up with a bunch of Dilaudid. You know what I'm saying? Dilaudid or you know, hydromorphone. That would have been enjoyable. Like, she hooked me right up to the intravenous thing, but all they gave me intravenously was Gravol. And that, I heard, can be enjoyable if you fucking give somebody enough of that too. You know what I mean? That's like a dissociative or something. But what up, Oliver Jabroni? Talk to the stones. No, these stones are getting evicted. They're getting fucking. They're getting. They're getting Jewish space lasered this week, because that's my fucking theory on this. All right, you know what I'm saying? They're getting lasered out there this week. That's my theory. That's my theory. Like, maybe even like this. I'm either gonna go to this other hospital and they're gonna be like, okay, let's do this. Or they're going to just give me a date to do it. You know what I mean? I'm running out of my prescription here. So, like, do I get refilled on my prescription? They didn't even tell. They did tell me the doctor's name. Maybe I'm going to call him. I'm going to maybe call him on Monday. I won't bother him on the weekend. But I'm going to call him and just be like, "Yo, should I still be taking this shit? Are we getting this done? Like, should I be prepping myself mentally?" You can use sound waves and not intrusive if the stone is small enough. Once it gets up to a big enough size, apparently they don't use that method. And that's more for kidney stones as well, but I think they can do it on the bladder. But this, Oliver, you missed the size of this. This is 15 millimeters by 9 millimeters. That's the diameters of this one. Originally, the doctor said from the X-ray, he said 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter, which, if you're rounding it, is pretty much accurate. But it turns out it's a little bit bigger. It's 50% bigger on one way and just 10% smaller the other way. But a 9 millimeter bullet, right? A 9 millimeter bullet, like, I basically have a bullet in me, I would think. No? I don't know what, there's three dimensions. There's 3 dimensions on the bullet. There's also 3 dimensions on the fucking stone. I'm gonna try and get a picture of it and show it to you guys.
Why don't you take it home? Bring it home.
The picture? Oh, the stone? No. So the process they use is, and I've had this done with the kidney stones before, is they go in with like a microscope fucking thing, and then they have a laser as well somewhere on there, and they fucking laser it down into smaller pieces, and then you spend the next day pissing that out, basically. They laser as much of it. So I've had it happen where, and this was in Ottawa, I've had the sound ones. When the very first kidney stone I had, the sound waves worked, okay? The second one I had, they got lasered. It was a little bit bigger because what they were doing is they were putting a stent in every time from my kidney to my bladder to help whatever try and pass or whatever. I don't know. In the tube that connects the kidney to the fucking bladder, the ureter. And my theory is that that's every time they do that, it stretches it out so that the next stone, if it's let's just say it's trying to pass, or it just allows it to get bigger. It allows it to get bigger, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't fucking know. But I don't think this is as bad. They don't need to go through my bladder this time to get to my kidney. They can just fucking destroy it right in the bladder. It's a day surgery. And they don't have to put a stent in this time. There is a ureter, I believe, from the bladder to the urethra. Is that how it works? Ureter straight to urethra? Yeah, cystoscopy or something. Yeah. Shell Patron, nice to see you. What up? Been a while. I'm so strong. Well, I wasn't crying. I didn't cry. I just let my body do its thing and I reacted to it. And like that was just weird. I'm just saying yesterday was weird. A little too weird. A little too painful. And something new that I never felt. So like, but they didn't do anything. Basically, is what I'm saying. At the hospital, they really, I mean, aside from taking a CT scan, they diagnosed it. They diagnosed it more precisely. That's what they did. They determined that yes, I need more like more care, but just not today. Like you can go a few more days, buddy. That's what they basically said. And I wasn't in there asking for painkillers. I think that's trashy. Because the truth is the Toradol does work pretty good. It wasn't working yesterday. That was another thing. But when they gave me the Gravol, it knocked me the fuck out. So, okay. That's fine. I can't feel shit while I'm fucking sleeping. You know what I mean? Expected as what up? Am I dying? I don't. If you were to make a judgment about the room that they put me in, okay. If you were to say, let's just say, okay. So after like they admitted me, they put me in a room, right? Now, if you were to take a survey of everybody in that room with me at that time, and if your only 2 conclusions Your only two conclusions were this room is dying or this room is living. You would probably say that the room I was in is dying based on the people that were in there getting care. The guy beside me was fucking not in good shape. Cardiovascular system problems, dementia, and fucking gangrene on his toes. On his foot. I didn't see it. What? And it was anyway. But no, me particularly, I was easily the healthiest in that room. Easily.
I
was. Okay, aside from the visitors. Yeah, I was the healthiest patient. I was like thanking my lucky stars, you know what I mean, to be alive. But I think it was smart to go yesterday because if I would have stayed here at home and had those symptoms or those experiences yesterday, there would have been a whole lot of worrying going on. There would have been a whole lot of like, go to the hospital. So I knew it. I knew it. As soon as something like weird happened and more painful, I was at the hospital. But there really, I could have just dealt with it. Really, I could have just dealt with it yesterday. But then I wouldn't have a sooner appointment with the urologist. I'd be waiting for his CT scan. I wouldn't have all these details. So basically what I did is I sped up the process here. Like I said, I jumped in line. I jumped ahead in line a little bit. I said, okay, guys, free healthcare. You might want to pay a little more attention to me right now, okay? No, they did not fix me. They more precisely diagnosed me. So they gave me a CT scan yesterday, where I had one booked for mid-April. Okay, so basically, CT scan just got fucking booted ahead by 3 weeks, and it was a 3-minute procedure. You know what I mean? But I had to wait there for 8 hours at least until I got the CT scan, maybe more. Yeah. 7:30 a.m. is when I got the CT scan or 8 or something like that, and we got there around quarter after 8 o'clock was when we like signed into emergency. So that's how long it took to get a CT scan, and then what they did is they don't have a urologist at this hospital. So they made an appointment with a urologist at a different hospital on Wednesday. So I go to that one. Grab all? Yeah. Grab all. Oh, thanks, food.
I wrote your name on your cup.
Oh, what? Thank you. Thanks, food.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so this advanced it, and rightfully so, because, dude, the male doctor who examined me, he swore, he said the F word. He said something like, "There's no way you're passing this fucker," or there's no fucking way you're passing this, and he said, "Pardon my French." So it was a cool doctor, obviously. But you know when they say something like that, like, you know, it's big. No, they actually said it's bouncing around right now. They said it's bouncing around, and sometimes it gets stuck in positions that are more like that cause different things. Basically, like they weren't being very specific. They're not urologists; they're general practitioners. So they're like, yeah, they have a basic knowledge of it. It's okay. From the X-ray, the original doctor, who's like even less, even more of a general practitioner, like just general shit, is the dude at the fucking clinic, right? So he's the guy. He's like the opening point. So there's like, if you don't have a family doctor, which I don't, I'm new here. There's basically 2 ways you can get your shit dealt with. Okay, you can go to the clinic, or you can go to the emergency room. Okay, now if it's not an actual emergency, then they don't really like that. When you go to the emergency room, like they'll still help you, but you might be in there for fucking hours, or it could just be a busy day, maybe whatever. Or you can go to a clinic, but the clinic is a little bit slower than emergency. So that's where I went. And like, it took them a week. It took them 1 week. He said, call back in a week to get your results from the x-ray. So from that, he said it was 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter. And he said, that's big. He said, that's big. You're not going to pass that, basically. You're unlikely to pass it. And then, so that was 3 weeks ago. That was 3 weeks ago, I believe. 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I just have to check my paperwork. It's not really that relevant. But so I've been taking the muscle relaxant, which is Tamsulosin. It's Flomax. It's to help things flow, I guess, to their maximum potential. I don't know. And that's what it sounds like to me. And I've been taking like a non-narcotic painkiller, which is what's that shit? Oh, my memory now. Toradol. Yeah, that's huge. So anyway, so that's the slow way. I was getting the slow way of dealing with things, which I told you guys was going to happen, right? I was like, if I don't wait for when I actually need emergency care, they're gonna just make me fucking do this shit for weeks, which is exactly what was going on, all right? But then finally we got to the point where I knew I needed to go in, which was last night. And so they gave, instead of me waiting 3 weeks for a CT scan, they just got me one today. You know what I mean? So I advanced this whole process by 3 weeks, at least, by doing this. And I have an appointment with a urologist because it turns out it's 1.5 centimeters. It's 15 millimeters by 9 millimeters, which is big. So they know I need somewhat immediate care. They know, okay, well, this guy's probably hurting every day. He's probably hurting every day at some point during the day, which is true. Okay. But they're also like, somehow and it might be true, but they're like, he's had this for a while. Obviously, for it to get that big, he's had this for a while. So he can handle a few more days. But if you get a fever, that's when shit gets real. And I didn't really have a fever. I like the nurse was taking my temperature. I saw it was like 37.7 Celsius. What's the body temperature in Celsius? 37. Is 37.5 a fever in Celsius? Fever is a temporary increase in the body's disease. A child has a fever when the temperature is at or above 100.4 Fahrenheit, 38 Celsius, measured in the bottom rectally. They're doing it under my tongue. 37.5 measured in the... So I did have a fever. I was 37.7. So 37.5, this type of fever can be a sign that your immune system has been mildly activated. There's no standard low-grade fever range. But many healthcare providers consider a body temperature between 37.5 and 38.3 to be a low-grade fever. Good to know. Inside Lou Martel, yes. Yep. I went to the hospital yesterday. And what spurred it is like I was getting a sharp, stabbing pain, in my kidney. I think it was my kidney, my lower right back, which I've never had a kidney stone in that I'm aware of. And only while I was peeing, only while I was taking a piss, I was having difficulty holding my piss. It would just seem like there was pressure there, like just a lot of pressure. Mild pain, like five out of 10. Just like walking around, just 5 out of 10. Like, you know what I mean? When Dick's a little sensitive and shit, you know what I mean? Like whatever, but mostly internal. And then finally at some point, what happened yesterday is I took a piss on a rooftop and my kidney fucking made my, like, it made me buckle. You know what I mean? And I was like, ah, and then I couldn't hold my piss. So then I started pissing small amounts, like little amounts, and then fucking it was hurting every single time, and I've never experienced that. So I was like, wait, it continued for like 2 hours after the initial one, and I was like, okay, I'm going to the hospital. So I just experienced the emergency room. St. John's experience, and I have to say overall it was pretty good. It was pretty, like, it wasn't that bad. The worst part was like this bum that was in the fucking waiting room, and she was like begging for money and food and shit, like, and smokes in the waiting room. This woman, like, I think she used a payphone to call her ex-landlord and try and, I guess, book. She's in there asking people for toonies and 50 cents, and the security guards are making deals with her, like, we'll give you some crackers and juice if you stop asking people shit, basically. And meanwhile, she's like trying to call her fucking ex-landlord to give her a place for her and her son or something. I don't know, dude. But I was ready to press her. I was ready to press her because I was like so out of it. And she came in the room and she asked heartbeats, and there was this other woman in there, nice woman. They were chit-chatting and whatever, and asked them if they had a cigarette. Okay. Now I know that this woman saw me smoking a cigarette across the street from the hospital, because you can't smoke on the property or near it or whatever. So I went out for one cigarette during the whole waiting thing, and she was out front. She came out while I was smoking, but I was across the street, so she saw me. And I'm just saying, when she came and asked for the cigarette, if she was gonna beg a cigarette off of me while I'm there in that condition, like I was all gravelled out, like fucking, and I'm just trying to like if you're gonna disturb me in that condition, okay, I'm snitching you to the security guard, like for real. Like, I'm gonna say that's not very cool of you. Because the security guard threatened her, like, if you don't do this, like, you can't be doing this. We're gonna kick you out. You know? Toonie is a $2 coin here in Canada. We have the loonie, which is $1. We have the toonie, which is TOONIE. That is the $2 coin. If I lived in the U.S., I'd already be in crippling debt. Yeah. I don't know what people would do. Like, what do you do if you have a kidney stone? Like, it's non-fatal in most cases. It's, you know what I mean? I would assume you're just gonna try and deal with the pain, get it on a bunch of fucking fentanyl or something. No, you just start doing heroin off the street, just deal with your pain, and you fucking eventually become immune to it and have to do stronger ones. I don't know. Piss it out like real man. Shizzer channel. What up? I should drink more beer. Well, we were drinking yesterday. And by the way, it's not a kidney stone. It's a bladder stone already. And so now we can actually judge if some of the things that I've been doing, okay, have been purposeful, have been full, because finally we got the actual dimensions of this fucking thing. Okay, it's been a month since I went to the hospital. I mean, to the clinic. It's been a month since I went to the clinic. It took and I got prescribed tramadol and not tramadol, toradol, and Tannulocin, Flomax. Okay, that's like standard. So he prescribed that shit pretty much on the first day after my phone call. So I've been on that shit. But anyway, we finally got to dimensions: 15 millimeters by 9 millimeters. No, I'm not. I'm not American. I'm in Canada. I'm in St. John's, and I'm new in this province. Okay, healthcare is like taken care of provincially, and so I'm from Ontario. So all I've dealt with is Ontario healthcare, and on top of that, small city healthcare. So Cornwall, Ontario, and like we're not known for having the best of anything there. You know what I mean? Like doctors want to escape that place and like actually live a better life elsewhere. You know what I mean? Anyway, and my experience, I with like urologists and shit in Cornwall has not been good. Not been good. But anyways, I got my first taste of Newfoundland and Labrador healthcare in the capital city of St. John's, and it's been pretty good. It's been basically what I've expected it, but the level of care has been pretty good. All of Alberta's doctors went to Africa. Yeah, I didn't think you paid for like necessarily like emergency care if you're poor in the States. I thought emergency, like true emergency care, if you're actually poor, I didn't think they had to pay for that in most states. I could be wrong. Because there's no point in trying to collect a debt from somebody who doesn't have it. You know what I mean? Send it to collections. Yeah, but there's still no point to doing it. Like for your own record books and being able to write it off as an expense and whatever. Okay, there's a point in selling the debt to a collection agency and at least collecting a little bit back from it. You know what I mean? But then what they do is they write the rest of that off, and that, you know what I mean. So that just affects their bottom line or whatever. You know, like whatever. Yeah, set the hook exactly. And so like, does that provide Americans additional incentive to get a job and like get a career and advance and make money so that they can pay for their medical problems? Is that like the reason for employment? Is that like partial reason? Like, oh shit, I'm gonna get sick someday and I better be able to afford it, so I better get to work. Does that happen? Is that a financial incentive? Uh-oh. Might get in a car accident. Hopefully I got enough fucking credit to fucking pay for my leg amputation. Shit. I don't know. $800 a month for Blue Cross. Yeah, exactly. And if I recall, Americans are taxed less than Canadians in terms of income tax. If I am like Canada has, like, generally Canada has a higher tax rate for like the middle class and upper class as well, I believe. Yeah. So when I was employed, I paid for benefits. Which provided like additional coverage for like, because Canadian healthcare doesn't cover everything. It doesn't cover everything. It doesn't cover dental. Doesn't cover chiropractors and shit like that. So like, so I would have a, not that I ever went to a chiropractor, but I had benefits, so I could have. And I think I could get a couple massages a year if I wanted to. I never took advantage of that shit. But I would imagine there's something similar for most jobs in the US. But it wasn't that bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like the important thing is that as soon as I got there, they jacked me in. They gave me they gave me that tube, like I said. You know what I mean? Like that's why I got this fucking thing. They put the thing in and they bandaged it up. So if they needed to inject something into me, I was ready to go right away. You know what I mean? So that's cool. At least they prepare you. She took a blood test. She took a blood sample when I got there. I had to give a urine sample as well. 401k plans, yeah. Good job benefits, so you can get group insurance rates. Yes, yeah. My dad is into like he sold insurance and investments and shit like when I was growing up. So I'm pretty familiar with all that kind of stuff. So yeah, group insurance. You can actually create your own group insurance. Like obviously, like you just got to find enough people. You got to quote a price for what you want, and how many people need to be part of it to pay a certain price for it. I'm just saying, IP2 could start their own group insurance plan. You know what I'm saying? Might not be a bad idea. I seem like the son of an insurance salesman. Yeah. But like, dude, I fucking okay. So like, you know, I spent most of my career, my employment career, in telemarketing. You know what I mean? Which is like, come on, that's like, it's like the same pile of shit as any type of fucking sales, used car sales, fucking insurance sales. You know, like whatever. You're just, you know, selling shit basically, but getting like low grade pay. The reason I quit my this telemarketing place where I was a team leader, assistant supervisor. The reason I actually quit was a dispute over them changing the group insurance plan because a new corporation from Montreal, they purchased Beauty Rock is what it was called. They purchased it from the original owner who decided to sell the company eventually. He was getting old as fuck. And so these like slick guys from fucking Montreal had a couple of call centers, you know what I mean? Like it's just like once you're in that, once you see, because I've worked with a bunch of telemarketing places, but once you see the people who are like leading that, you know they're all fucking like, and the type of products that they sell, it's like what the fuck are you guys like? Anyway, so these guys bought it, and then they switched benefits providers. They were with Great West Life originally, and I had such a good benefits plan. It was like $6 a week because we got paid weekly, and it covered me and my daughter. You know what I mean? $6 a week for all this shit. So like prescriptions. That's the main thing. That was the main thing with these plans is like prescriptions is like big time reduced. But when the company bought it and they decided to put our call center under their new fucking with their new or with their previous provider for that covered their other fucking call centers, they decided to like give them the additional business, and they announced that our benefits were going up in price. So it went from like $6 a week to like $24 a week. And I was like, what? I'm not paying Maybe it was more. Maybe it was like $30 a week, let's just say. Yeah, I just seem to recall it was like a 600% increase or something. Either way, that was coming off my weekly pay now, and I was getting the same coverage or worse with this new plan. So I was like, you can't fucking give me a pay cut. I'm like, oh, I'm out of here. Fuck you. I tried to work it out with them first. I was like, just give me a raise. Just give me $1 an hour raise. That'll even it out. And because I wasn't full time, mostly full time, some weeks full time, but usually about 30, 35 hours. But anyways, so I was like, just raise me $1. They're like, no. And I hadn't had a raise in like 5 years there. But since the fucking new company bought it, they put like a kibosh on the raises for staff. So yeah, I was like, fuck you. That's illegal. It is actually illegal. It's a constructive dismissal is what it's called. When your employer like changes some like part of your employment contract or whatever, or makes some condition of your employment like unfavorable, where you like kind of have to quit. You know what I mean? Like, it was the principle, old school Dave. It was the principle. Fuck that. Guitar amp to my kidneys and blast it. Maybe you blast more than just the kidney, though. You know what I mean? You like rupture your spleen or something while you're fucking at it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? They don't put the whole fucking lithotripsy over your whole fucking abdomen. They like target it somehow with like intense fucking concentrated sound waves into like a specific area of your kidney. Well, you know what I mean? You need at least a cone or something on your fucking guitar amp to like make it a little more precise. Maybe. This is now we're getting into the field of like directed energy weapons and shit. No. That would probably hurt. I would probably be like, you know, I mean, they're going to be putting me under for these surgeries. I hope I get this surgery done this week. You know what I mean? Are they though? What they don't want is me to like keep going back to the emergency room. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like, we'll see how it goes, guys. We'll see how it goes. They gave me specific instructions if I have a fever. So, like what? 38.3? I think I'll survive. I think I'll survive. But like, what's with all these rocks growing inside of me? You know what I mean? Like, I don't think everybody gets stones. Is this just like a unique feature of MC Frosty or Jordan Pops? Is this just like, or is it like nature's form of balance? Like all of the fucking shards of fucking speed pills and like fucking cocaine I put on my nose. Guys, I did a lot of cocaine in my life. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I did a lot in my 20s. And I only really started getting kidney stones in my 30s. I'd say I was like probably like 33 on my first one or something. Somewhere around there, 32, 33. So it's like my body, like, put that shit back out there or something. I don't know. Smoke less rocks. Yeah. Well, I already had a diagnosis. I already knew what I was working with, but they confirmed it and they gave me more precise. And yeah, and they sped up my eventual meeting with a urologist. I just hope they're ready to go. Like I hope they're ready to go. You know what I mean? I was like, all right, here's your anesthesiologist. Let's go. But no, because if that was the case, they would have told me first off. They'd be like, yeah, you're gonna enter you on Wednesday there. They would probably be telling me to fast. They would probably be telling me to for like 24 hours or something. I'm pretty sure that's what you got to do, at least 12 hours before. Like, so the stone will be there for 10 years from now. Well, like that's what they said. They said that's what's like kind of weird. Like they said they have a feeling it's been there for a while or something like that. So how long has it been in there? I'm going to say 2 years at least. I'm going to say potentially it's something they left in there from the previous from the previous kidney stone operation. Because for those of you who remember, because we did document this back in 2020, okay. So I actually streamed from the hospital and stuff. So I had kidney stone surgery. They lasered it, okay, which breaks it up. But then the shit reconglomerated, and I had to go back in there for it created a new stone from the shards of the previous stone. So last time I had to actually deal with it twice. So what I'm saying is maybe one little piece got fucking left in there or something like that. Now I'm just imagining things like, possibilities. But that would make sense. I should get to keep it. If you want me to,
You get to keep your teeth and stuff.
no. If you want to keep some of it, well, I'll piss through a fucking filter or something the next day or whatever. Yeah, but for that, we'll need like a coffee filter. That filters, yeah, it's like grains. It's part of me now. Well, if it would just settle in one spot and mind its own goddamn business, that doesn't obstruct anything. But eventually, it's going to keep growing. Like, I don't know. It's got to be from. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like the previous healthcare I got in Ontario, all of them pissed me off. Okay, they just pissed me off. Okay, whether they couldn't answer questions or they like scarred me. I've explained this so many times. I just don't want to be a broken record today. But I was not happy with the healthcare in Ontario. So it's like I'm in a new province. I can give these guys a new chance. I mean, maybe the healthcare is a little better here overall. Like whatever. I don't have to go in like, oh, this is going to be useless or something. Or maybe they fucking purposely leave a little piece in there. You know what I mean? They're like, return customer. This guy. Oh, you made a joke. You made a joke I didn't like. Oh, I saw his stream where he's dissing cops. Oh, let's just fucking. Tom, what up? Why wouldn't they, right? they look back on the fucking on the history of who's done surgeries on me, and they like give that previous surgeon a little cut off their next fucking price. You know what I mean? I don't even know if that's how they get paid here, but like, I mean, oh, this guy left a little piece. Okay, all right. Here's $5,000, bro. Thanks for the business, dude. We'll just keep the train running here. Oh, hey, St. John's. You got this guy now. But if I had to guess, that was more of a Cornwall hustle. That's what I would think. That's the Cornwall urology hustle. You know, like dudes. You don't need to put a stent in. If those sound wave lithotripsies, okay, the ones where they use sound blasters to fucking blast the stone, you don't need a stent in there. A metal piece stretching out the ureter from the kidney. You don't need that. So I believe that my first urologist that I saw who was like this fucking 70-year-old dude, okay, he scammed me. I think because he gets 2 extra procedures that way, and the lithotripsy wasn't even taken care of by him. It was taken care of in Ottawa. It wasn't even taken care in Cornwall. So my theory is, for business purposes, we got a customer here. Well, we can't just give that all to fucking Ottawa. Well, let's just put a stent in there for him. That's a little, procedure that he might need. It'll help the stones pass, even though they're fucking like grains of sand after they're fucking done with that. You know what I mean? And so if he wouldn't have done that, then that whole first stone experience would have been non-intrusive. You know what I mean? So I'm sadist. That was my opinion of that dude. Sue them all. Okay. I know I'm painting a bad picture of all of this, okay? But like, I've never been the type to measure myself or anything, okay? But I swear to God, since I've been getting these kidney stone surgeries going up my cockhole, it's stretched out. It's stretched out. Like, I think I've benefited in girth out of these. So, like, what do you put do you put a price? Do you put a price on your girlfriend's pleasure? Do you put a price on your girlfriend's pleasure? You know what I mean? Like, I guess you'd have to ask Heartbeats about that, but what? Size?
Like stretching your pee hole?
Well, they gotta stretch the whole thing out.
No, they just stretch the hole.
No, it's like a flaccid dick that they're working with. You know what I mean? They gotta stretch it out. They put forceps in there so they can get their fucking shit in.
I don't know. I think they
No. No. Watching somebody with forceps about to stretch your cockhole is a traumatizing experience. But I think it all evens out in the end. That's all. You tell me after
I've never seen that procedure done, so I don't know.
you tell me after this is all said and done, okay? If I got an extra millimeter or 2, all right?
I will let Chad know. Yeah.
We want to measure it up and get real precise. We're gonna get the microscope out, or what? We're gonna get the microscope out.
No.
Okay. All right. Oh shit. Hypnotic poison. What else? Yeah. I'm dealing with stones again. And the bladder stone. Yeah. So yesterday was the first hospital experience of it all. Heartbeats got to experience the. She got a real good feel of what's going on. I was like puking. I was projectile puking into a garbage can in the fucking hospital waiting room when it first came out, and it like I didn't know where that was coming. Although we did have that Jamaican patty earlier. Was it possible that was fucking contaminated or something? No, it was delicious. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so I got my first experience of the whole St. John's medical care system here, and it's it's comparable to Cornwall in terms of waiting. I waited, I guess, about 6 hours in the hospital waiting room
But keep in mind, it was a Friday night.
on a Friday night.
When it is the most busiest.
Yeah.
Because of drinking and stuff. And
Yeah.
we got in really quick.
Yeah, fairly quick.
It was great for a Friday.
Yeah, I wasn't disappointed.
For a Friday, that was. Someone said 26 hours when we got there.
Do I drink a lot of energy drinks? Yes.
Sugar-free. Lately.
But I've been drinking energy drinks my whole adult life, pretty much. I got introduced with like Hype back in the day at the corner store when I was like probably like 19. And I got into Rock Stars for a while, just a regular Rock Star. Chug it and feel it burn. Yeah.
Only sugar-free ones now, though.
Are they? I don't know.
That's what I'm drinking.
But
Only sugar-free.
I believe the stones. The kidney stones that I originally had. Well, I think I might be like genetically like prone to this, like hereditary. Because my dad gets kidney stones and stuff. Got a lot of them. My dad's the last one that he got was the size of a golf ball, and I mean my dad's pretty fat, so like whatever. I don't know if that has to do with it, but it was the size of a golf ball, and that makes me just puke to think about it. The last one that I had was the size of a small marble or alley, and this one, which is in my bladder right now, is 15 millimeters by 9 millimeters, and that's as of this morning CT scanned. Okay, and all they said was it seems like you've had it for a while. They think I've had it for a while. So it's like, how long? I highly doubt I had it while I had my last kidney stone surgery because they would have seen it and they would have taken it out the same shot. You know what I mean? Or would they? They're like, oh, we'll just deal with the kidney today, and a couple of years you'll be back. Is it like a fucking mechanic? Like a fucking corrupt mechanic? Is that how the fucking system is? Yeah. So what happened yesterday, and this is a completely new level of pain that I've had. Usually the pain that I've had with kidney stones or this is like it's gradual. It like builds up and then I'll take a painkiller or whatever, or I'll just chill out. I'll just let it settle. I'll put a hot water bottle on there and just let her fucking chill out, and it goes away. But yesterday it wasn't doing that. I was feeling like pressure, and then I started, and then only when I took a pee, I guess it's a stabbing pain you would call it in my lower right back. So I thought it was my kidneys. So I'm like, like buckles my knees. You know what I mean? So I'm like, so was it a one-time experience? I don't know. So you gotta wait till the next time you gotta pee. And then so what was happening was I wasn't able to hold my pee very long. Just the pressure in my abdomen was like making me feel like I constantly had to pee. And so when there was actually liquid there, I would go and release it because it's hard to tell. And I would release it, and then the stabbing pain in my back, like exactly while I'm fucking pissing. So I'm like, okay, this is new. This is not good. And like the painkillers were not helping at all. So I'm like, okay, this might be the moment to go to the hospital now. And it turns out it's a little more severe than originally diagnosed by the doctor at the clinic. And basically they didn't do anything to they treated me with Gravol because I started fucking puking. And yeah. So I'm booked anyways. So they did. So I was originally booked for a CT scan in mid-April, but now I got one this morning. So I basically just pushed the whole process forward. I have an appointment with a urologist at a different hospital on Wednesday, and again, it wasn't so bad that they needed to call in the fucking doctors on the weekend. You know what I mean? Like that's basically what they said. They're like, eh. And what they said is if I get a fever, that's when to go in. So deal with the pain until Wednesday. If you do get a fever, then come in. I had a little bit of a fever, I guess. But. Dostoevsky. I'm just gonna go for a quick smoke, guys. We'll stream for like 20 minutes after this. But just give me a sec. Oh. Here, I'll put some mangoes on or something. You know what I mean? You guys can at least listen to something. Which is getting remixed, by the way, by Extra Trip Reel. I think he's got somebody else on there too. That's gonna.
I want to show hate. Sorry, I'm coming in. I wanted to point out that Health Canada has a label on top of this energy drink.
Oh, we should drink that then.
I did, and it's sugar free. It has no nice scent. Sorry, my nails are in the way. I can't hold it. But Health Canada has certified this as a supplement drink. So yeah, I'm gonna keep drinking them. So
Dostoevsky, is Canada's healthcare paradise like some think? Okay, so again, I can only really speak from my own personal experience. Whoa, what just happened? Fuck just happened? That was weird. Whoa, that was so weird. Okay, so this is what you can expect. This is what you can expect. You can expect assistance based on the severity of your issue. And yeah. So like there is a threat with stones, with large enough stones that it can fuck your whole fucking shit up. Like there could be blockage, that you could get an infection, that could lead to sepsis, that it could do, like there's all these like potential little situations that could happen that could be really bad. So that's why they're dealing with me kind of quickly. And but you have to like you have to let it get to a certain point to get that immediate service, to get that relatively immediate service. And that's been my game plan with these stones, all right? Like, you know what I mean? They're like, well, we can tell it's been in you for a while, or whatever they said. We expect it's been in there for a while. Well, I've known about it for at least a year. Okay, is that what you mean by a while? Because my while is like 3 years. Like that's what I mean. You should be more specific when you give these types of fucking statements. Because your a while might not be my a while, and yours is probably more technical and specific, or because you're whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I've known there's been something in there for at least a year, and the whole plan has been to be like, let it get to the point where I need immediate care, because that's the best way I found to deal with stones. I thought it was a kidney stone first, so I was handling it by the fucking Frosty kidney stone playbook, guys. I was like, yeah, I can handle the pain up until this level. I can handle the pain up until this level. But then I found out it was a bladder stone. When I called the doctor at the clinic, I was like, I think I got a kidney stone. I got these symptoms, all right? And then he's like, okay, well then here's some, here's some Toradol and some Flomax, and go get an X-ray, and we'll see what's up. And then he's like, okay, well this is pretty big. It's a centimeter by a centimeter. I'll refer you to a urologist now. Okay? And blah, blah, blah. And fucking... And now he advanced to now, and I'm getting like worse symptoms. Okay. So instead of going to the clinic, because before, honestly, I was like, this really isn't an emergency yet. But when I'm getting stabbing pains, or like, new stabbing pains, no, it's more serious. Like what I thought was going on yesterday was that there was blockage going on. Okay. I thought there was like something going on, or reflux going back into the kidney. And that was one thing the doctor said, was that the dilation of like the ureter or whatever on the kidney was like large, was big. So, but did they offer me MAID? No. uh, uh, the doctor was being straight up with the guy next to me with gangrene, though. He was like, yeah, you're dying, dude, basically. Like, yeah, these are the effects of smoking. Okay, anyway, guys, I'm gonna go have a cigarette on that note. Here's some mangoes. Just you guys can just listen to that. Give me a second here. Yeah, as I was saying, it's getting remixed by Extra Trip Reel. I think there's gonna be somebody spitting on there. I think I got the feeling of that. So that's cool. There you go.
What if the most interesting shoes?
Ads. Yeah, but the other option, hypnotic poison, the other option besides doing this is going through extended multiple meetings, multiple surgeries, like to deal with shit. At least now, over and done with. I hope. Or maybe this is why I get like latent issues and new stones forming because they can't handle the size of these stones. They're like, we're not able to get it all, Captain. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
So juicy, so sweet. How about that mango, mango, mango? Do you like your mango? So juicy, so sweet. How you like your mango, mango, mango? How you like your mango? How you like your mango? Your mango, mango, mango. Do you like your mango? Can I have your mango? Motherfucking mango, mango, mango. Can I have a mango? Can I have a mango? So juicy, so sweet. Can I have a mango? I want a fucking mango. Can you give me your mango? Mango, mango. I want a mango. How about a mango? How you like your mango? Mango, mango. I want a fucking mango. Can you give me your mango? I want a fucking mango. Mango, mango. I want a fucking mango. Can you give me your mango? How about that mango? Mango, mango. Do you like your mango? I want a fucking mango. I want a fucking mango. Mango, mango. Do you want a fucking mango? I want your fucking mango. Can you give me your mango? Mango, mango. I want a fucking mango. Can you give me your mango? I really want a mango, mango, mango. I want a fucking mango. Can you give me your mango? I really like a mango, mango, mango. Can you give me your mango? How about that mango? I really want a mango, mango, mango. Can you give me your mango? I really want a mango. Can you give me your mango, mango, mango? Can you give me your mango? I want all your mangoes. Can you give me your mangoes, mango, mango? I really want a mango. Can you give me your mango? I really like a mango.
Great track. Can't wait for the remix on that. Yeah, so like right now, I like kind of gotta piss. So here's what's like. I have. It hasn't hurt today when I pissed. I was able to get a little bit of sleep. Like, I don't know. It was like grab-all sleep. Like, I don't know. But like, is it gonna hurt my kidney when I piss? You know, like, I just got to deal. I'm probably gonna end the stream pretty soon, but I might just play some Tetris today, like do a Tetris stream, just chill out, no cam, like just relax. I don't know. Yeah, Snickerdoodle. No lie. That is one. Since the last stone, the amount of sugar that I've intaken has probably been stupid levels. Stupid levels. Yeah, no lie. Those fucking peanut butter cups, man. Now you know why I dread it. Like you ever been incapacitated by peanut butter cups? I have. You want a thorough, analysis of what could be causing this? Just watch my streams, dude. Diabetes stones. But on a positive note, it's gonna be gone soon. I see of this episode of stones in my life. I foresee it being gone within the next month. So what could happen? Okay, is they could admit me. Like I could see this urologist, and he could be like, "Yeah, want to deal with this now?" And I'll be like, "Yeah." And it'll be okay. He could put me into the emergency system at that hospital, which will probably, make me fast for they'll probably IV me or whatever and fucking, make me fast for 12 hours probably, and then they'll go in. That could happen. But yeah, again, like if I had a job right now, this wouldn't look good, or what? Do I warn them before they hire me? Yeah, I might be out sporadically. Yeah, I don't know. It might hurt one day. I might not be able to come to work, or might have to leave work at random times just when I feel like it. Basically, I mean, when I don't feel like it, I don't know where. We'll get this out. We'll have a good fucking summer. I mean, I'll take it easy on the peanut butter cups. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I will feel better. Do I keep taking this fucking muscle relaxant though, or is that what the Flomax? Do I keep taking it? I should have asked them. Fuck. Because my theory is that is what helps these things try and pass. But if it's impassable, then what's the point in taking it? Or is that providing extra pain relief on the regular, as long as it doesn't go into as long as it doesn't get into the magic slot where it fucking blocks everything? I don't fucking know. Hot water bottle and chill. Or is the hot water bottle fucking loosening things up even more? Is my only option? Yeah, my only option is surgery here. The doctor swore. He was basically like, "Holy fuck!" Basically, is what he said. I'm paraphrasing, but he did swear and pardoned his French, which was actually hilarious. You don't get doctors cussing. Usually, that's my first time. That's a big fucker. I forget that fucker's not passing, or there's no fucking way that's passing. I think that's what he said. There's no fucking way that's passing. Pardon my French. Tyler should finish the dose. Yeah. Universal basic income is on its way. Who knows? I did see an article in the paper or on Google News from a newspaper that the Ontario government is currently being sued $200 million. This is why. Because there was a pilot program. There's a pilot program for universal basic income initiated by the previous government, which I believe was Liberal. Okay, which was Liberal. They wanted to try out universal basic income in a small portion of the society. Some people from London, Hamilton, that region, they were guaranteed $17,000 a year. Okay, and I think they ran the program for a year, 6 months to a year, I believe. and then the Liberals got voted out and Conservatives got voted in and shut down the program. So all these people, it was supposed to be a 3-year program, and all these people who were expecting to get $17,000 extra a year, they whether they had a job or not, I believe. Actually, sorry, it was people making under $34,000 a year that were offered this program and guaranteed $17,000 a year. So basically, like $1,500 a month or whatever. So anyway, so the new government canceled it almost as soon as they got in, and now they're being sued in a class action for $200 million. Ontario government, yeah. Secret juice. Spend 2 months learning Jira and Confluence from YouTube, and you can earn over $100K in a tech job. You know what, man? I'll look into that, Secret Juice. I'll look into that. But I do, if that's coding, I do kind of feel like AI, like as far as a long-term job, but I mean, 2 months. Yeah, I'm sure I could learn how to code with, like, I used to code, so I'm not like a complete rookie when it comes to syntax and loops and variables and fucking functions and all that shit. I've written programs before, so it's like riding a bike, right? And just getting yourself familiarized with the current syntax for the code that you're using, right? So yeah, I mean, yeah. And I'm sure AI tools right now are able to speed up processes, right? It's not coding. That's cool. See, like, I have no idea what you're talking about, so it's hard for me to like say anything about that. But I'll look into it. Jira and Confluence. Sure. I have a little bit of experience with like databases and pulling from databases, SQL and shit. Whatever. Did I hear about the terrorist attack in Russia? I did. Horrible. Also, I guess Kate Middleton. She's been diagnosed with cancer, apparently, as well. I saw a meme with like old grannies at a slot machine going, and the caption was conspiracy theorists deleting their Kate Middleton posts or something like that. There's like, whoops. All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream. Thank you all for watching. I just want to give everybody an update on what's going on. Bladder stones suck. Hopefully, it'll be out soon. Yeah, I just got to take it easy there or whatever. But well, it'll be dealt with, and then I think it'll be good, more active spring, because it does affect my desire to do things. You know what I mean? When I know that it's like I'm gonna be having to hold in a piss, or like it's just a weird feeling, man. And like I'm kind of used to it, and it's not always there, but like now it is. So it's like kind of just lately this week, I went on a couple bike rides and it was just like I was just not comfortable. Maybe that's what's been doing it too. Like just a little. I did go on 2 long bike rides this week, so I don't know. Maybe just moving it around or something. Fuck, I don't know. But anyway, I'll deal with it. I'll probably play a little Tetris this afternoon. I haven't played in a while, so like a few days. So try and get back up to 8,000. Maybe I'm fresh. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm ready to fucking go. But thank you, Doc Poison. All right, thank you, Old School Dave. Yeah, I will feel better. But so far, I give the Newfoundland healthcare system a thumbs up. Like clearly, you know what I mean? I'm like coherent right now and I'm talking, so clearly it's not like an emergency, you know what I mean? So I think they're doing the right thing. They're pressing it a little bit, so pressing it ahead, just purely based on the size of the stone, I believe. Like I think that ranks up there with some of the bigger stones that I've had. I think that might be number 2 in terms of size. Anyway, lots of possibilities, but all right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in, and y'all probably be on later with a little bit of no cam Tetris streaming. Thanks for watching.